Okay.
Good evening, people. My name's JR and I am the FR Gunner. I'm here with our special guest today, Richie Rich. Richie Rich, how are you feeling? You confident?
Yeah, I'm good, man. This is the day. This is the day.
We've got big one today.
Straight, man.
How do you feel? You feeling confident?
I think that we should be able to hold our own, to be honest.
Yeah.
The squad is playing well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this.
If we're looking at current form at the moment, we've got Spurs in 7th position on 45 points, and we've got the Arsenal in 10th position on 38 points. Last 5 matches, Spurs have won them all. Arsenal have won 3 of them, lost 1 and drawn 1. So, you know, they're looking like, you know, Spurs, are going in as favourites into this match. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, Spurs are doing what Mourinho is doing a good job with Spurs. He knows how to play out a game, as they say. Arsenal are giving away points. They're giving away silly points, silly games where we are really the team on top, and somehow we just shoot ourselves in the foot and drop 2 points and sometimes 3. So, hey, what can I say? I think it's a false position.
Yeah, I hear you, because I was saying the other day, I kind of feel that with this Arsenal team, like you said, we shoot ourselves in the foot. There's been many opportunities, the Wolves match, Burnley, even Benfica, to be quite honest, where really we should have, that game should have been done and dusted in the first half, you know. But we let these teams back into the match with silly mistakes. Even the Olympiacos match the other day, it was a silly mistake, you know, to let them back in. I don't know if that was Leno or if it's Ceballos' fault, but it's a stupid mistake, you know, and it's continuously happening.
To be honest, I've seen it. It wasn't just Leno. David Luiz done a mistake in the first half in that Olympiacos game.
Yeah.
It could have been a different story. So we keep doing these silly things, schoolboy errors, I call it.
Yeah.
Schoolboy errors. Sometimes you can't play out from the back. There's no harm in playing route 1. Sometimes it's route 1 over the top. Let's go, boys. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be some sort of, I don't know, Brazilian super team of the 70s. Now it's not working. Do not try.
I kind of feel that at times we get so comfortable in possession, in what we're doing, that we have a nosebleed moment and we make the mistake, you know. But you're right, it's happening too consistently. I think we need to stop it. I think we've done it against teams where we've been punished for the Wolves match, for example. Benfica, we were lucky to get away with it. But against this Spurs team who are in form, we can't afford to do it, you know. We can't afford to do it today.
Let's put it this way. If we do those errors against Son, Kane, and Bell, which I believe is going to be their front 3 today, we will be punished. Make no mistake about it. We will be punished. When we get our chances, we're going to have to take them, because if we're going to consistently play with that playing the ball out from the back and not doing it properly, we're going to pay big time. So let's hope that we learned some lessons from Thursday night.
Yeah. And talking about, you know, Spurs and their informed team and their informed players, I mean, they've got a guy like Harry Kane at the moment, 16 goals, 13 assists. Son, I think he's got 13 goals. You know, we have got the likes of Aubameyang, with 9 goals, and Lacazette as well, 9 goals as well, joint. So it's a, you know, it's a tough one today. Hopefully, the only thing I would say is it's a derby match, and sometimes you kind of feel that form means nothing, you know, because this one's playing for your pride, you know. And there's people like, that's probably for me why I want to see people like Lacazette play, because I feel that when he plays in the derby, I feel he's always up for it.
Correct. I think it's a shame the way we've used Lacazette. I thought Lacazette playing with Aubameyang was a good pairing.
Yeah.
And Pepe, but we haven't had the consistency up on the front line. which we hope to have seen. And we could have had Martinelli coming off the bench. You've got Willian. So we've got a lot of choices, but for some reason, the pairing that I wanted to see hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And I doubt it's going to happen today either. So
yeah, we're hearing some rumours. Well, I mean, let's go into the teams. Bear me for a second. So here we've got my team. So I've gone for Lacazette up front. I've gone for Aubameyang on the left. I've got Saka on the right. Reason being, I think with Lacazette, like I was saying before, I think that he knows about the North London derby. He knows what it means to us. And also as well, I like the way Lacazette holds the ball up and he brings people into play. And I think, you know, Aubameyang, he gets the goals, but he's not very good at linking up the play like Lacazette. So I think that combination, Aubameyang with the goals, Lacazette with linking up the play, I think that will be something that we need today against a very good Spurs team. But also as well, I like Smith Rowe and Saka, that combination together in the middle, you know, that combination really worked well. Smith Rowe being, he's from London, I know he's from Croydon, but he knows about the London derby. And I think this is a match that he will be up for. And I think Saka will be up for that as well. I wasn't too impressed with Thomas Partey in the last match against Olympiacos. I have to say he is coming back from injury, obviously. So I know that Arteta is slowly bringing him back into the swing of things. But I think this is a big match for him. You know, even at 70%, Partey is a quality player. So he's a player that you kind of have to include. I have gone for Luiz at the back. Tierney, you know, that goes without saying because the guy is just quality. I switched it around. I've taken up Bellerin, who I thought had a good match the other day, if I'm honest with you. But I switched it for Cedric. I just kind of feel that Cedric's more solid defensively. And I've gone for the Brazilian double lack of Gabriel and Luiz at the back. Now, Gabriel's come back into form. I was saying previously that I wasn't too sure about Gabriel. In terms of his latest performances, I thought that, you know, since he came back from COVID, there's been a few, especially that Benfica match. It was a bit, I wasn't sure about the performance if I'm honest with you. Luiz and Xhaka, for me, they're like the Chuckle brothers, but sometimes they're a good players to have in the team. Luiz has got that experience, but you know, you're always worried that they've got that mistake in them. I'm hoping it's not today. They should also know how important this match is for us. But also we need to get some ground on these guys. I feel, you know, they're on 45 points, we're on 38 points. We both played 27 matches. But we need to step it up. I know we're focused on the Europa League. But also as well for pride alone, I think we need to show something today. I'm not about losing the North London derby to Spurs, you know. So hopefully this team will do us well. What I'm going to do now is just share your team. What do you think of that team, by the way?
Yeah, to me that's Arsenal. That's in fact, I believe that could be the team we're going to see today. If I'm honest. I like you said, Saka, but I think Saka's played a lot of games, so we've got to be careful with Saka.
Yeah.
And what I would do.
Is your team now? Go on.
Right now, like your defense and my defense is exactly the same.
Yep.
And the midfield is exactly the same. Thomas Partey, you said you didn't think he had a good game. I thought he had a decent game.
Okay.
He's been coming back from injuries, one injury after another injury. So I think we've got to be careful with him where we don't overplay him. But I think we can start with him. You've got players like Elmeni and Danny to come off the bench.
Yeah.
Cedric, I think, works wonderful going forward as well as defending. But Pepe, yeah, I would bring Pepe in for Saka. And Martinelli, we know is not going to play now. I've heard a rumour that he's not even in the squad. So I don't know what's going on there. He's not injured, but yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I feel to be fair, that's a good first 11 that you've got there. I know obviously we've heard the news with Martinelli. However, I'm a fan of Martinelli. My only thing is for this match, I feel that the lack of matches he's actually had, I wouldn't have put him in the starting lineup. That's the only thing. If he had been playing in the Europa previously or against Burnley, etc., I would have given him the opportunity. But I kind of feel that the fact that he hasn't had much game time, the reason for that, no one seems to know. I wouldn't have played him. Pepe's a good shot though.
Well, what I would say is Spurs, like Arsenal, the players have played a lot of games in the last few weeks. So somebody fresh like Martinelli coming at you could be very interesting. So that is my reason that I'd like to have seen him in a team against Spurs. Because defensively, I'm not convinced with Spurs. Going forward, their forward line is very good.
Lethal.
Defensively, I don't think they're that great. So they can be got at. Let's put it that way. They can be got at.
Yeah.
So Martinelli, Pepe, Lacazette would be interesting.
Big shock though. The only shock I had there was no Aubameyang, North London derby, and you're not playing Aubameyang. What?
Yeah, because here's the thing now. Like I said, we need some fresh players right now. Fresh players in this team. I mean, these guys have been going at it for months. Uber coming up. You got to give these guys like Gabriel and Lacazette game time. Big game like this, they're fresh, rearing to go. Even if you give them half a game, an hour.
Yeah.
You got Uber coming back, Saka off the bench. Spurs will be 90 minutes defending against those guys. 90 minutes, guaranteed. So whether you started with Uber and then bring Martinelli off the bench, that's another question.
Yeah.
I do think we need to get some game times into these guys like Martinelli and Lacazette. You can't be just have.
I agree. And I think Lacazette, definitely a good shout to bring in Lacazette. He's always up for this derby. He knows what it means to us. Pepe as well. I think he's a tricky player. He's another player that deserves a lot more game time. I wouldn't know. Saka, I understand what you're saying about giving players rest. I can't rest Saka at this very moment. They get not in this big match. I feel I think Pepe is a very tricky player. I'm still not sure if I can trust him, and I need players on that pitch that I can trust, because we need to go out there and start from the beginning. And I don't know if Pepe has been playing well recently. I give him that. I'm not sure if I completely trust him yet. Smith Rowe, I agree with that shout. Although Ødegaard, I think he was good the other day, but Smith Rowe, I completely understand where you're going there. One of the things I was surprised about was Willian. I mean, the guys, he's got 5 assists. He's got 5 assists in the last 4 matches, and neither of us have chosen him. He's our top assister, in the actual squads. Do you know that?
Yeah, well, sometimes you can't follow the stats. You gotta watch the games. You gotta go watch the game. Unfortunately, when I'm watching Whelan, every time he gets the ball, I get nervous, because him and Luiz is a mistake to happen.
Yeah.
He loses the ball in critical areas, as does Luiz do silly things in critical areas.
Yeah.
But they're both quality footballers. But it's a lack of concentration. Even Danny, he does the same thing. Lack of concentration. And that's what's costing us sometimes some big goals in stupid moments of the game, and puts us under unnecessary pressure.
Yeah.
So
I mean, to be fair as well, he played, like he said, it's about rotating the squad. I feel that he did play the other day against Olympiacos. He's had a couple of matches. He played against Burnley as well. I think it's a good time to rotate the squads. Yeah. And for that reason, yeah.
So that's why I mean, Pepe, I think Pepe will definitely start today. I think Aubameyang will start today.
Yeah.
Whether he'll bring in Lacazette, that's my question. Is he going to bring in Lacazette and put Aubameyang back onto the wing? I'd like to see that, but give him something to think about, because we know one thing: Spurs will be having Song and Bell with Kane coming at us.
Yeah, and that is ferocious, I must say. And not only that, to be quite honest, we've got someone in Mourinho who likes playing Arsenal. We don't really like him, to be quite honest. Can't really stand the guy, but you know, he's had some good results against us, to be fair. They obviously won the last one as well.
Right. Sometimes I think he gets fortunate and he loves to park the bus, but he's a good tactician. Boring as hell. Park the bus. But hey.
Yeah, I was just going to show this. This is Jose Mourinho's record against Arsenal. So there's been 22 matches. He's won 12 of them, drawn 8, and lost only 2 matches in his career. 2 matches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we may not like the guy, but we've got to rate him.
Well, no, I've never questioned his record. Yeah. And he knows how to win, or he's proven to know that he sets up a team knowing not to lose.
Yeah.
The more time he'll win.
Yeah.
But this game, I look at the Spurs squad and I really don't see anything to fear in them if I was Arsenal's manager. But how do we play them? What sort of team does he put out? I don't like giving his teams too much respect, the opposition too much respect.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think that's what happens.
100%. I agree. And I think with our squad, with our first 11, with our squad, we're strong enough to beat them, you know. I think the problem that Arsenal have got is sometimes we beat ourselves, you know.
Cool.
We beat ourselves sometimes.
We scored against, or the most assist against us is against ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't let them play their games and beat us. We beat ourselves.
Well,
so
I think Tobias has got about 3 assists right now. Recently. You know, but you know what? I think this match is one of those matches that you kind of feel will shape Arteta. You know, he's still young in his managerial career. He's still learning, but this is the type of match that I want to see him actually rally the team, actually get them, because you have to get your team fired up for a match like this, you know, and it's harder now as well because there's no supporters in there. The supporters would have done half the job before. But these players on the pitch for 90 minutes have to remember who we're playing out there and what it means to us to win this match. You know, can he do that?
Yeah. Well, knowing, let's just see. I mean, Spurs have got some decent players, but I think Mourinho's gone in there and done his Mourinho thing where Ali, good player, is looking average.
Yeah.
After Mourinho, he sort of knocks them down to build them up again. That's
yeah. Plays those psychological games.
Yeah. So I want my players to go out there and express themselves and play football. Gabriel in the back line, magnificent defender.
Yeah.
Magnificent centre half. He is quality. Let them go out and Saka playing with Partey, a good combination there.
Yeah.
Go out and do your stuff, boys. Just go out and perform, and everything will be okay. And take your chances.
Yeah. No, definitely so. And that's another thing. We need to take our chances because I've seen it's been a lot of times where we have scored the goal and we've had a chance after that and we haven't taken that chance. And then we've allowed the other team back into the match. And that, you know, it's hurt us previously. So hopefully we don't do that today. But what I'm going to ask you is your match predictions for today. Where are we going to go, Richie Rich?
I'm going to go for a hard-fought 2-0.
2-0, yeah?
Yeah, 2-0 victory.
Okay, that's positive. I like to hear that. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 victory. Okay. Yeah, I still think that our defense is a good defense, but I still, with the issues we've had recently with Leno, etc., and just making silly mistakes, that could happen. But I still think we're going to win that match. I think Lacazette's going to get a goal today as well.
I'm looking for Laka to be playing and proving Arteta, listen, I am the man.
Yeah,
I am the man. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We're going to tune in shortly for Arsenal against Spurs. Hopefully the Gunners do it. Richie Rich, it's been great speaking to you today. Ladies and gentlemen, please share, like, and join us later when we discuss the result of this match. Until then, take care, people.